potent systems start to roll through. We just haven't really seen that so far this season, and it looks like at least through about the middle part of the month, we likely won't see any big drastic changes, though we'll see some, and that includes that rain chance by the time we get into your Sunday. As for today, lake-enhanced clouds blanketing the area. We will transition, I promise, to a bit more of that sunshine as the day goes on, and this will lead us to a very mild weekend prior to that rain that will move in by Sunday. So keep that in mind. That is the next big thing that we are really going to be watching for you. Otherwise, there's those clouds. You can see that from our first alert camera out in Avon. But if you go a little farther to the south, you're actually seeing a little bit more of that sunshine breaking through. So we'll see more clouds likely drifting into New Philly here as we go through at least the next couple of hours because that wind is coming in from the north off the lake. That's what's sourcing all of this cloud cover. So basically, once this leading edge or this back edge here continues to push over land, we will finally start to see that sunshine take over through the rest of the day today. Here's where temperatures sit right now if you're headed outside. We're into the mid to upper 50s in a lot of spots, so not a bad kind of basically starting point for the afternoon, but you'll notice over the next couple of hours we don't really gain a whole lot of ground, and a lot of that is because of those clouds around the area. So more sunshine you see, the better your opportunity of seeing the lower 60s later today. Then we get past sunset, skies are clear, and so that temperature is going to fall pretty efficiently. By about 9 o'clock, most of us should be into the 40s by this point, and that's going to give us a little bit of a cooler start come tomorrow. So enjoy this afternoon. Again, a mixture of the 50s to 60s all across the area. How much warmer it'll get by Saturday into Sunday, we'll walk you through that in your first alert forecast coming up.
All right, 19 First Alert meteorologist Erika Paige tracking some of that activity right now.
Yeah, because eventually we're actually going to see this system in our area by the time we get into Sunday.
Wait, what? The snow?
Not the snow.
Okay.
We're going to be on the rainy side. I'll explain what that means here in just a second. So you'll see a really big swath of that snow across basically the eastern half of Colorado, basically east of the Rockies. At times that snow's been pretty heavy, and it includes parts of New Mexico as well. But you see that very sharp cutoff right there. That indicates where you're dealing with some of that warmer air on the other side of that system. And as the storm system continues to track to the north, if you're on the cooler side, you can potentially see some of that snow, but that's not going to be us. We're going to safely be on the warm side of that system, meaning everything we see from it will just be in the form of rain, and that for us arrives as we look ahead to the weekend. Today, we're dealing with some lake-enhanced clouds, so that's what you're seeing, but if you look out across the lake, we really don't have a ton of extra cloud cover moving in behind this, so this is when we're finally going to begin that better transition towards a little bit more of that sunshine as we go through the second half of this afternoon. So yes, some clouds are out there right now, and the fact that we have the cloud cover around still at this hour likely means your temperature will range anywhere from the mid to upper 50s, close to about the lower 60s, but we're going to stay dry tomorrow as well as into Saturday before that rain chance returns for us as we look ahead towards your Sunday. And again, this is going to be out ahead of that cold front, so as that system continues to squeeze through, it'll pile some of that moisture out ahead of it, but you'll see no snow here, just a chance for some rain and potentially a couple rumbles of thunder second half of the weekend. Here's your future view concerning the weekend more specifically, because if you are trying to get some plans outside, taking advantage of those upper 50s to low 60-degree temperatures, you got a lot of time to enjoy it, especially on Saturday. This is 9 o'clock in the morning, full-on sunshine across our area. I really don't even anticipate much in the way of cloud cover until we get into the later part of Saturday afternoon. So enjoy some time outside to get the weekend started. As we transition into Saturday evening, those clouds will be moving in. It'll help to keep that overnight low a bit more mild for us for this time of the year, but that thickening cloud cover is the precursor to some of those better chances for rain. So when you look at your future view, granted, this is 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, but you're starting to see that rain working in. And at times, it could be a little bit heavier, and that's where we're going to have to watch for some pockets that you could hear a couple rumbles of thunder to get your Sunday started. But I do think this is going to be one of the main shows that we see through the day on Sunday. Certainly we could have a few more scattered showers out ahead of that or back behind that system as we wait for that cold front to roll in. But once it does, it really takes all that moisture with it. Outside of the mention that you could get a spot shower for your Veterans Day on Monday, we really just don't have a lot of great systems moving through, at least in the near term. Sure, temperature's going to cool off a little bit. That's our consolation for the cold front moving in. We'll go from the mid-60s on Sunday, back closer to about the mid-50s Monday into Tuesday. But by Wednesday, your temperature starts to begin that upward swing. And you'll notice for the vast majority of these days, we're going to be well above average for where we should be for this time of the year. But because we've got a couple of different systems moving in, anticipate that wind is going to be one of our bigger impacts as well. It is going to be breezy Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of this next week, so just kind of bear that in mind. Overall, though, this is going to be a pretty nice pattern. You see all that sunshine setting up for your Friday. That's what's going to set the stage for really a beautiful wrap up to the work week. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be into the upper 50s to about lower 60s. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some low 60s. It will be a little breezier, so keep that in mind if you're doing some yard work. Otherwise, again, we have that dry start to the weekend on Saturday, tracking that rain by Sunday, and really trending dry for any Veterans Day plans you may have come Monday.